I'm coming. I'm coming. One watching. That's you, Cynthia. Ah, you can't get a view to save your life on here. Everybody's going live at the same time. Sweet, there you are. I wonder where you been. They'll slowly come in. So, what y'all been doing today? I've been doing nothing. Not a damn thing that I should be. Hey, Miss Nomer. Glad you're here. I know. I was on the go for 20. It seemed like a lot longer. Hey, Pammy B. Thank you for being here. I don't want to bug people when they're not around, but it's like, where is she? Oh. So, today in the mail, speaking of something that's on the way, I keep having now, thank you to Shell, order Jim freeze dried Skittles. He's hooked on them, which they are good, but I try not to eat them too much because, they are good. When I save up the money and get a freeze dryer, I'm gonna sell candy. That's what I'm gonna do. I have a friend that's selling it at the farmer's market, making a killing. I guess she's a friend. She's an associate, I guess. Emily, good to see you. Hey, Lanky. Hey, Nana L. Warrior Grandma. Who are the McCrays? I've been away. Oh boy, they're a whole mess. Yes, Samara. Freeze dried Skittles. Um, Lanky, how are you? They just take. Hey, I found Dory. Regular Skittles, put them in the freeze dryer, and it completely enhances the flavor. It improves the texture. Everything's good. Hey, Carlos. We'll let just a few more people because we don't tend to get a lot of people in these streams here show up, and then I'll give I guess a rundown of who the McCrays are. But freeze dried chocolate ice cream was delicious. Oh, it's so fattening. Hey, cool gamer, always lurking. Freeze dried strawberries. Diane, this story's sad. It's about time you show up. I don't understand how things like this happen. Same. I keep saying it. Skittles on toast. um, I don't know how this happened either. I don't know how this slipped under the radar so long, but I did find out that the police report, it's only been out for a week. So that's kind of when people started saying, huh? Huh? Hey, Nanya. So I think that's what grabbed people's attention. Um, and when something, there's Wendy. Hey, Tammy, I'm just me. This is so sad. Thank you for bringing it. Thank you for coming. I know there's other people talking about it. Um, Cynthia sent it to me on TikTok, and when I saw it, I was like, "Holy shit!" So then I go and I look it up on Facebook, and um, I just keep watching more and more and more and more and more. And so the rundown, real quick, for those that need a Remy recap. Um, Dre McCray is the wife just nuts or a total shit? I think she's both, Diane. I think she's both. Dre McCray she's not, I mean, she is popular on TikTok, but she's much more popular on Facebook. She is a Facebook, like, she just live streams everything, every little thing about her life. She live streams on Facebook. And so they started, they went vegan, they went alkaline vegan. She controlled her husband 1,000% with money. Basically took all the money. They have fighting, there's fighting, and I'm going to play some of that today. I saw that Savage had found that too, and I've signed DNRs for both my parents because I don't know anyone that wants to be kept alive in that state. It's cruel. I agree, Amy Jane. I agree. And here's what you got to make sure that, because when my nanny was on hospice, she had a DNR. She did it herself. I didn't, thank God I didn't have to make that decision. And my sister's girlfriend at the time panicked, called 911. Hospice had the paperwork. It was a whole mess. My nanny passed away, and they were talking about trying to resuscitate, even though she had been gone for like 20 minutes. It was a mess. Hey, frustrated. So now we find out that on hospice you have to be DNR. Yeah, but hospice wasn't here. It was when an ambulance shows up, their orders are to resuscitate unless you could show them the papers. And because hospice had the papers, like I said, it turned into a mess. Anyway, him and her, their marriage had not been going well. I'll play y'all some of the fights, arguments, even though she tries to say, really that they really didn't have any arguments. They had a couple of disagreements. He tried to, so I think it was May 25th. Don't hold me to that. He tried to, we can't say that word on here, so I have to say unalive himself in the shed. She found him, cut him down. Now he's in the hospital. He was without oxygen for at least 20 minutes. They're saying that he's brain dead. Hey, Monique. It's good to see you. And he's being kept alive at the hospital. He's lost 20 pounds in the hospital. That rarely happens. Seriously, I've never really heard of people losing weight while they just, because she's like, of course he's losing weight. He's just laying there. That's not how it works, honey. And yes. So he's losing weight because she didn't feed him for 2 days. Work together on this, so I'll watch elsewhere. Yeah, they are. They're working together. And I don't like, yes, he is, Diane. He is. Even though she says he's going to come back to her, she's saving him one spitball at a time. Well, there is now. Okay, so I have to say allegedly. So allegedly, the update is Adult Protective Services has not stepped in. She got removed from the hospital because of her antics. His mom still hasn't seen him. She won't let his parents see him. And have they found him yet? I think you're talking about somebody else. I don't know. It is cruel. Not only is it cruel to leave him in that state, I think it's even more cruel to video him in that state, which is what she has done. I mean, every part of him has been videoed. She has taken selfies. She's done videos like, watch him respond. Hey, Rhett's mom, good to see you. Watch him respond to my voice. Watch him respond to my touch. Watch him respond to my saliva. Brain injury, no brain activity, no. Yes, they. Oh yeah, they found him. She is a monster. She's trying to deny giving her kids. I'm going to say kratom. I don't know. Let I also found a bigger version. I don't know if other channels probably have too. I'm sure they have, of the police report from that night. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so here it is. Get as much of it as I can, blow it up. Now, here's the police report. If I can read it without my readers, and I don't think I can. Hold on, fix it. Because remember, at this time, they're having to go on only on what she's telling them. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to see this. Okay, so the report says the east. After entering the east gate inside the shed, I noticed a black male in the center of the shed. The male was wearing blue pajamas and laying on his back. His head was towards the east and feet towards the west shed opening. His arms were away from him. Um, the fire department was assessing him while A. McCray watched. Now, I guess she had cut him down and she had been, hey, Punky B, been doing, well, thank you. Hey, Lupus Warrior, had been doing CPR while waiting on them. Okay, so I asked A. McCray to walk with me to the front of the residence while the fire department personnel worked on her husband. I noticed A. McCray was agitated. She would shake, unable to keep her hands steady, and her voice broke every now and then. That's to be expected, though, y'all. I asked A. McCray to tell me what happened. Due to A. McCray going back and forth, the following is a summary of my conversation with A. McCray. For complete details, please refer to my body cam camera surveillance and video uploaded to the evidence. We haven't got that yet. Crying community yesterday. She's giving Kratom a bad name by giving it to her kids. She's giving it. She's also in my opinion, overtaking it. Punky B. Oh, the K community. Yesterday you were saying the K community. I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay, so this is her account. A. McCray stated that she and her husband have been married for approximately 8 years. They have one child in common, but he raised her two older children. A. McCray suffered from all that's blacked out, redacted, and in 2019, he went to a physical therapist that's blacked out. When he went to the therapist, her husband's demeanor changed and he became someone she did not know. She said they always get along until after his therapy. Then he would change and become verbally abusive to her. At times, she would leave the residence because of the change. We know because of her filming everything that's not true. M. McCray finally stopped using the therapist. He has had redacted becoming verbally abusive. She denied they had arguments, only disagreements. But when the disagreements were severe, she would leave until his mood changed back to his normal loving self. When he had a redacted, I don't know, she would expect his attitude change. I don't know what that redacted is. She asked him to see a doctor. We know that's a lie. She asked him to see a doctor, and she does not know if he made an appointment. The day prior, they had a disagreement. A. McCray said the disagreement was during the afternoon. M. McCray slept in the bedroom and she slept on the couch. He woke up at approximately 07:15 hours. I don't know. Um, he went into the children's bathroom to clean up as he usually does. She offered him tea and began to have a disagreement with her. She noticed he was more lethargic than normal. She then tried to give him more organic products for well-being. They used kratom, which is organic herbal medicine in the coffee family and has opioid properties. She believed he may have used more than normal, and there was a buildup of kratom in his system that made him act that way. They disagreed with her lying to calm him down. They disagreed with her trying to calm him down. Yes, Mara. Hey, Mary Bell. That RV is probably all a mess because he would do every. Hey, MJ. It could be. Hey, Long Island girl. I was looking down, so I'm missing people. After disagreeing for a while, M. McCray went outside. A. McCray went outside to check on him and saw him blanking in the shed. She screamed, and her oldest daughter came outside to check on her. She told her daughter to go back inside the residence. She attempted to get him down using a wobbly chair. She wasn't able to. Then she obtained his knife, cut him down. She called the fire department and began CPR as instructed. I asked A. McCray if we could call anyone for her, but she refused. She also refused Amberly's place and asked if she wanted a representative. She said she just wanted to get her children situated, then go. So since this is that's the whole report. If you take too much kratom, you go right. Your body. I don't even know that if your body absorbs it, it rejects it. Right? Is there any kratom users in here? I don't know enough about it. I know I've looked up stuff this week, saw that it can cause seizures, um, but only if you overtake it. And I'd say she is giving it a bad name. Do we know it was a relative? Yes, Diane. Yes. What do you mean? Of course, yes. Kratom is just as addictive as opiates. I. That's what they're saying, and I want to be careful because I don't want to offend people that take it at all because to each their own. But I think that if you're an adult and you want to take kratom, that's fine. But if you are a child, you don't have that choice. You're doing what your parents tell you. That's not right. And so she's denying giving it to her kids when I saw a video where she said yesterday she had a urinary tract infection. I gave her this. I gave her KT is what they call it, and it's gone. Bullshit. So this TikToker is called Steph with the Deets. This is her telling, and you're going to hear him talking to his mom. You can't do it right.
Have a relationship with his mother. However, on May 12th, that is when they did a live stream, and Andrea did talk about
Okay, this was 11 days before the incident. 11 days they did the live stream of him talking about the incident.
Finally speaking with his family. It is a pretty long video. I've really cut it down and just kind of put the most important parts. I honestly want to say I'm so glad that Vaughn did talk to his family after years of not talking to them right before this happened. That makes this somewhat better. I mean, this situation is just horrible, but at least there's some peace in that. Things to pay attention to the video I'm going to play. When Vaughn is talking about his family and just like who he talked to, you'll see Drea with the blender and kind of like showing stuff. I kind of took it as like, I don't think she really cared that much about what he was saying, but he did seem like really happy. But they both look unhealthy in this video, and I hate to say that,
They do.
but it's just the truth.
They do.
And
If
then
y'all
at the
look
end
them
of the
up,
video,
if y'all look them up on TikTok, look this stuff up on TikTok. She's always dispersing her children to other. Oh my goodness, she rarely interacts with her kids.
He's saying something about how he's so glad that they're saying they want to change and be healthy, his family, that is, like their lifestyle. And then Dre goes, and this is without Vaughn, like, influencing them. And Vaughn
Oh, thank you, November Rain.
does this, like, I'm going to reel them in. You'll see it in the video. And this is where you see Dre get very jealous. She's like, reel me in, baby. It was so strange. Like, he's literally talking about his mom's sister.
That's true. And I already saw this. Okay, so he's like going to reel his mom in to getting healthy. I guess going on the alkaline vegan diet. And he's going to reel his mom in. And she's like, no, reel me in. Weird.
Sister and brother. I've watched a lot of Dre's videos on that Facebook page, and I hate to say this, but she does seem like a complete narcissist.
Agree.
It just always has to be about her.
It's a very overused word, but I agree with that.
At the end of anything, just
Hey,
watch
Rachel.
and see.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not. That's y'all probably can't hear it. So y'all I don't know if y'all could hear how much y'all could hear, but I hope y'all heard it. So I got to talk to my mom. He was so happy. 11 days before the incident. And now she won't let his mom see.
McCray has lawyered up. And a CPS investigation has been opened against the kids. She has 10 days to take them to see a doctor and have a full evaluation. And if they can determine that she, in fact, did give the kids kratom as a sedative, they could possibly be removed. And Vaughn is allegedly not under APS care. And there is suspicion that Dre was removed from the hospital due to her character. Behavior. There we go. Behavior. Now, I have a lot of people that I'm seeing that are saying, but his mom gave him up. And let me tell you something. They had a relationship. I don't care whose name's on his birth certificate. And when did we start showing people's birth certificates on social media? It doesn't matter who's on his birth certificate. His biological mother and him have a relationship. They have a right. They have a right to see each other. The reason when him and her got together, his mom was like, she got kids by other men. She's 5 years older. I don't like this. He didn't want to create animosity in his home. So he severed that relationship with his mother to please his wife. It happens all the time when you're in love. Some of you that have children are sitting here thinking that just because she didn't like his wife, that his wife has a right to keep her away from him. That's not true. Mm-mm. How many times have you had a bad feeling about someone your child was seeing? And if you haven't, and you have kids, get ready, because they won't listen to you either.
Amen.
And you could end up in a position just like Miss Letitia. Is that what you would want? No, it's not. I am someone who lost all 4 of my kids due to my addiction. I gave my first 2 up after a few years to family that stepped in because I knew I had no business. I was like, I have an addiction. I have no business raising them. Please take them.
Yes, Val.
And then I have 2 that I lost. One of those 2 is coming home in 2 weeks. But anyway, let somebody tell me that I can't see my baby laying in a vegetative state. Who are you? No, because a bond between mother and child it's very, very hard to ignore that bond.
I can't believe his child locks up. Yeah, that it just has This this has me wrapped. This whole situation has me wrapped. Um, I can't. And there's no, like, he's laying there with nobody. I guarantee, this is what I bet you. I bet you she's only been in that room long enough to take her selfies, do a few videos. She's not spending all day in there. Well, and we know that. Why do we know that? Because she was going home and what, on camera. She was at an Airbnb getting drunk with her a business partner. Did y'all see that? Please text anytime. I want to hear from you. What? Okay. She is nuts. She is completely insane. And you know what's more insane? I tell you what, what's going to be, and yet there's a mom deny. Yes. It makes you wonder. I mean, I know a lot of people are thinking that she may have done something to him and he didn't do this to himself. I do think he did it to himself because this isn't his first attempt. And that's slow, coming out, because I think he attempted, I think they said 2019, the man was showing personality changes and she kept drugging him. Yes. Well, the thing is that she married a boy and he was turning into a man. I hate to say that because he was in the military, but he is not even 30 years old. You have a boy that's becoming a man, and it takes men longer. So when he finally sees, because we saw the text messages that said, can I at least get some money for, food? Can I get some gas? Then he asked his own wife, which we talked about this yesterday, for a loan of $2,000. She can, right. She's very much enjoyed over the years playing doctor. And I can't believe for the life of me that that there's not, it's something that can be done quicker. But I don't get into personal stuff, but like I said, I went through something like this once, and you feel helpless, hopeless, and you do nothing but worry. It wasn't with my kids though, because I would have been in prison. I was almost in prison for the other thing. Is she making bank off this? Oh yes. Yes. On her Facebook page, to get access to like her videos, like she's got some videos on there, but it's $10 a month to see what she's doing. Have you seen the video of them going to Mexico to get Xanax? Yes. They were addicted and tried to use K and other things to stop the withdrawals. Absolutely, Alan Lamb. Hug your family. Yes. I did see the video of them going to Mexico. I saw a snippet, and then there was the whole video, and I couldn't. She's, do you want me to hide it in my fupa? Like what? When hubby was in a coma from flesh eating virus, we weren't on great terms with my in-laws, but you best believe she was one of the first. Thank you, Just Stephanie. Exactly. You put all your differences aside because you put that man first. That man comes first. I want to choke this woman out. And I guarantee you that around the corner is going to be his mom, and she has an ass whooping coming. I will almost guarantee that. Because I promise you, oh my gosh, I can't. I just get upset. I was telling Jim about it last night. And then I told him, I said, I'm going to have to stop talking about it because I'm getting mad. And people are sick of hearing it. And I know that, but I will hold your there we go, warrior grandma. Let somebody do something to my kids. But the hospital rules are so strict when it comes to that stuff. Like you have to have a code. Like I had power of attorney over nanny, and then my nanny had power of attorney over my uncle that passed away. And then, but she gave me the I didn't have power of attorney over him, but anyway, she gave me the say. But he had a code, and if you didn't have that code to call, you couldn't get updates. And that's what Vaughn has. He has a code. So that's why his mom can't call and get any updates because his wife won't give her the code. It's been consuming me too. Something about the story is just so to start. Yeah. Yes. Frustrated. I think the reason also it consumes us is because it's happening in real time in front of our face. This, I hate to call her an influencer, but she is. She has endorsements, all that stuff. This influencer was doing it right in front of people's face. You go to her Facebook page, she has tons of support. His mom on speaker said they are attacking her and the family. She sounded defeated. I didn't listen to MGL, and I'm gonna play why I didn't, because MGL once again outdoes herself.
Imagine the stuff that we don't know yet. I mean, we're all going to lose it. And I have to say that me and Justin, we asked for other people to come on and help us. The only ones that really wanted to help us are our Patreons that are now our friends. Other YouTuber channels, they didn't want to do this because it was too much work, too many hours. So we'll wait until it gets big. We'll wait until there's an arrest. We're going to wait until it gets bigger. We don't like this because there's no money to be made. That's their attitude. They're going to wait and say it. This is what they're going to say. I just point it. Look at that. They're going to say, Marissa and Justin over here, all they did was talk about speculation. And now that the police are involved and it's a real information, now we're going to talk about it. But guess what? They're coming to our videos for reference. All right? Now, it's fine. It's not like I want people stealing our thunder. Trust me, this is a lot. But you want to know something? To all these aspiring channels or these channels right now that do this for a living, we asked you. We pleaded with you for your help. And now you see that we went up in subs? Well, guess what? We made more subs. Well, we worked for it. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, they're just doing it to make subs and views. That's the fucking point of YouTube. You don't get, but listen, you don't get to say, all right, now that there's a real investigation, now we're going to cover it on my channel. Everyone's going to be like, no, this has all been done before. I'm telling you, right, Amanda? Am I right or am I wrong?
Well, it's.
But you know what? I'll tell you what. For all you little greedy bastards out there that want to, take the credit after all the work's been 75% done, go ahead, take whatever footage that I've showed. Take whatever you need. I'm just glad that she's got an attorney, and you want to know something? In due time, that's when the press is going to pick it up. And that's when the other channel's going to be like, oh, yeah, this is a hot new topic. Forget Summer Wells. Forget this farm boy, right? Dylan Rounds. Look at the comments on that video. What are you doing with this freaking story? It's all about Dylan Rounds right now. When I saw that, I almost fell on the floor.
That's so crazy.
I heard that Dylan Rounds is paying very well. I heard 3 days ago. Oh, there's no limited ads. You want to know why there's limited ads for us? Because of the S and because of the K.
Thank you, Stephanie.
And the Oracle. You know what?
Every single like that.
Going after his family? How dare you? How dare you go after that? His family has done nothing. Dylan Rounds is a sad story. Summer Wells. I said it. She's a cash cow. She wasn't my cash cow. People were making hand over fist with that one. But you know what? Justin went down there a couple of times.
She's so gross. She didn't mind anybody clipping and sharing anything. She said she didn't mind. She wanted to get the word out there. And today, well, flip. Oh, see, I don't know. I don't know what she said today. I don't know if she said people could or couldn't share her stuff, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I got to tell y'all, I know nothing about Dylan Rounds. I haven't watched anything about it. Her dreams are nightmares on YouTube Street. Yes. Right. So Val, that's where I have to say, me and MGL, we aren't the same. We aren't the same. Everybody, of course, you're on YouTube because you want views. Of course, you want money. Of course. But we aren't the same, because I don't sleep. When I get this caught up, I think about it constantly. How does his wife not know? You don't know if someone in a coma is in pain. You don't know if they're hurting. You don't know. All of that stuff bothers me. All of it. So we're not the same. Yeah. And you know what? Marissa is getting thousands of people in her chat for this, and good on her. Good. Get the word out there. Good. But when you say bullshit like this, when you have no empathy for what's going on with people, you're going to fail. You're going to fail. I believe, if you want something to succeed, you have to work at it. I believe that. Hey, Sammy. Life support right now. Oh, my goodness. It's her big. Yes, Sammy C. Down the Dylan Rounds rabbit hole. The case bothers me so bad. Dylan is just a kid. I'll have to look up stuff about it. I don't know anything about it. But I just think that you can't succeed at anything if you don't care. She always finds a way to filter money into. I have no idea. Look, I haven't watched. I didn't even yesterday when I got off here and I said, let's watch. I didn't watch. Just because, well, I just didn't. And Sammy, God bless you. God bless you. I can't imagine. I do know what it's like. But y'all know, kind of like when my nanny was leaving us, we had her on, all the pain meds that she could possibly handle. So and the 15th is the July 15th is when she passed away. So sad for I can't, it just rips out my heart, and I want to meet Andrea, Andrea, whatever, in an alley. And I think them, setting up. I haven't listened, but it's okay to speculate. What when you on certain things. I don't think it's okay when people are speculating, thinking that Summerwell's mom or dad did this or that, because that makes your MJ. It's okay. It sucks. I mean, y'all know it just sucks. But and I can't believe it's been so many years, like it's flown by. Anyway, speculating like you are victimizing victims. And I know that there's people that don't think that they are victims, but their daughter's been gone a year. We don't know if they did anything. Listen to her drama, but I don't mind true crime. I like both. Sammy, I'm sorry for you, honey. I'm sorry for what you're going through. It just sucks. And MGL has his family in her pocket, though. Well, I had a feeling. That's why I didn't reach out. I didn't because they're going to go with the bigger channel, and they should. It's a matter of getting the word out. This topic is one I avoid because it's too emotional and real for many of us. I get, yeah, it is. I can't avoid it because this is what draws me in, but it does wear me out. Stuff like this just sucks my energy out. But I'm just constantly looking and looking and looking for an update, and I don't want to hear someone make it about themselves, make it about their channel, make it, I don't want to hear someone up on their panel talking about other channels that are picking it up. Hey, Monkey Mar, good to see you. Over jealousy, there's plenty. Hey, more than enough. Good to see you. There's plenty of people to go around. There's plenty of viewers to go around. I'm just as happy with having a few in my chat than a bunch in my chat. That's, oh yeah, if you're here, please hit the thumbs up. It gives me my self-esteem that I need for the whole day. But that's when my stomach starts turning, is when they start getting jealous that other channels are picking it up, or that a channel might do better. Yeah, the mom is. She's even sharing her stuff on her Facebook page. I love you, Shauna. Hey, Alexis. Pissed off yesterday. I drunk dialed her. Oops, I'm so ladylike. Who'd you drunk dial, Alexis P? Oh, you drunk dialed MGL. Oh. I kick you out after 50 people. I don't do that. Yeah, if I MGL burnt toast, unbearable. Don't mind Laura. Love Randy. Ah, thank you, Jess. Hey, wild one. Well, I know I saw that. Oh, I feel sorry for the mother. Was calling out MGL last night. She couldn't handle it. Who's MERC? Who's Merc? Who's that? You wouldn't pay me enough to call her. Look, I don't want to hate on Marissa. I hate what she said in that clip. Merb. What's she call? Why would she call her out? Was she's jealous that Marissa's getting all these views? Because I'll tell you what Marissa did do. I mean, I'm gonna toot her horn as far as getting his mom on the panel. That channel is coming for MGL hard. She went up on their panel last night. Wait. But you know what, Diane? If I was that mom, I'd go on anybody's panel that would listen. So that channel is coming for MGL hard. Who? I don't. Tracy. Hey, gorgeous. How are you? So it's not Merb. It's a different channel. So who is it? Merc. MERK. I see a MERC documentary. Okay, there's an MERK. $213 sub. Well, congratulations. Yeah, look and let me know. I'd like to drunk dial MGL just once. No, I have nothing to say to her. She has a personality that gets people to come in and whatever, it's good. I don't want to be that. You're not going to catch me on a panel hating on somebody doing better or doing good. Put in, is this justice for Vaughn? Okay. Is this. She does seem to be everywhere. That's true. Found it. Merc and the Thunderdome. But you have to ask, are they going after her for jealousy? I don't know. Don't come at me, bro. My problem is is it not an investigation yet? I think it's not. I thought it was. I thought that Adult Protective Services, it just seems like the hospital, but here's what, the hospitals have been around this stuff so much, they have given up on his life, period. And unfortunately, healthcare workers become immune to the feelings that we're feeling or the feelings that the family's feeling. And so they're just riding it out. I want, I can't believe there's not a huge investigation. I just can't. I barely have time to wash my hair some days, and she pops up all over the internet. I know, Mackenzie. Oh, that reminds me, I need to wash my hair. So that's really all I have. We have proof. The update is there is no update. Like maybe there's some more. I'm hoping something happens today. I'm hoping that his mom gets through today. She got an attorney. How's the shoulders? They're peeling. But the pain is definitely eased up. One of her members' daughters works at the law office that Vaughn's mom hired. Oh. She doxed Dre's address and the cops. Oh no, really? Why would she do that? No, shit. I didn't know that. Well, I'd say that's why that channel is going after her. No couth. Ever. Swear to God. Absolutely. Cover them for the rest of the summer when outside. Oh, I will. You best believe I will. She was sending someone to do a drive-by. Why? You have to have boundaries. I'm into it too. I want to find her myself, but I'm not going over there. I'm not going to go and try to find her address. I'm not going to send people over. Drive-bys are wrong. Just like she sent somebody to drive by Diane. Stop that. Knock it the hell off. Oh, I'd like to meet up with her warrior grandma, but I wouldn't send somebody over there. People were banging on her windows last night and she ended abruptly. Oh my goodness. That's scary. Me too, Tracy. Me too. On MGLs, to be clear. That's not good. That's scary. See, y'all, I had no idea, but me and Jim had a night to ourselves last night. We didn't. Yeah, we're just spending less time online. Like when we're on the river, we have no cell reception. A half a bar sometimes to make a phone call, which that's a good thing and a bad thing. Sometimes it's good to put down That's allow someone who's not going back to my, as long as the family wants them, Diane. And she's in denial about him being gone. I don't know what's keeping him alive because that is scary. Knock that shit off. She shouldn't dox, and people shouldn't send people to her house. Um, she isn't in denial. She's making bank. Could be, yeah. Your stuff out there, it plants seeds and people act on it. Absolutely. You have to be careful what you say when you're on here. They can go to a long, right. Look how long Bobby Christina was kept alive. It was like what, 6 months at least. So I don't know, but what if something happens and his mom don't get to see him before he passes away? That will, oh my goodness. Warrior grandma. Hey Destiny. You know what? I'm on top chat. Have been this whole time. The one knocking on her window. Could be Princess. I doubt it though, as long as the family pays for it. Right. And I wonder how they're paying for that. Well, no, well, he's retired military, so he's got a lot of benefits. His mom needs to speak to the hospital admin. She has Warrior Grandma. There's nothing they can do. Once Sissy Houston is one strong woman, absolutely. Insurance or state will not keep covering it. You absolutely reap what you sow. She claims they didn't ring her doorbell, just tapped on the window, asked her chat if they all heard it. Scary. Well, she didn't learn anything by it. Hey, Paige. They have to go on ethics committee in the hospital. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird they didn't ring the doorbell or knock on the door. Her family had to make arrangements to keep. Oh, yeah. Her family did. Yeah. The same thing when she went to Tennessee. Does anyone? I do remember. Oh, I do remember that. If you watch the Merck video, they replayed when the knocks out. Oh, okay. Frustrated. I'll watch it. Well, y'all, I'm going to go. It's time for Jim to come home for lunch. And my sister, the doctor, just came to me. Yeah, and the doctors have come to her too. But she rebukes it. She keeps saying, I rebuke that. I won't listen. I won't listen. So, you always think you know more than the doctors. Thank you for following my TikTok. You're welcome. A lot of your videos have disappeared on TikTok. I am not joining you in that rabbit hole. Yes, you are. Everybody have a blessed day. I will talk to y'all soon. I sure will kiss that baby for you. I'll talk to y'all later. Thank y'all for showing up. I appreciate y'all more than you'll ever know.